Talk about some highway robbery. Kent Hughes' trade with the Florida Panthers looks better and better every single day. Just in case you've somehow been living under a rock these past couple of months, last trade deadline, the Montreal Canadiens traded away Ben Chiarot for a whole package. So what we got in return from the Florida Panthers was an unprotected first-round pick, a prospect, and I think a later pick or something. But the main thing here is that unprotected 2023 first-round pick. That is like gold. Like, we just traded away a whole brick for a pack of gold. At the time, this was a steal. And keep in mind, when this was done, Florida was at the top of the league, scoring the most goals we've ever seen. They were just a super dominant team. No one knew that they were about to fall off the edge of the earth. And then they made this big move, trading away Huberdeau and Weegar and getting Tkachuk in return. And I guess that's really what put them over the edge. And as I am making this video, the Florida Panthers currently sit 6 points out of a playoff spot, and they are currently losing to the Dallas Stars with 1 period left. So, not to jinx it, but it looks like they're going to lose once again. So, as I was saying, it was a steal and a half when this trade was announced last year when they were first in the league. Now, they're not even a playoff spot. This pick is unprotected, and it might be a lottery pick. And we've all known that. We've known that for half the season now. They've been kind of doo-doo. But apparently, this is where it gets really interesting. Apparently, there's some rumors that the Florida Panthers might be sellers at the trade deadline. That is huge. If they know they're not making the playoffs, they went from first in the league to the next year having to sell pieces at the deadline. That is humongous for the Habs. That means they're going to lose even more because they're probably going to lose more valuable players. And again, this is just a rumor. But if this is actually true, this is probably the biggest thing to happen in a decade for the Habs. Because keeping this pick in that top 12, top 10 area and having the odds be added onto our own picks odds, those are great odds to draft first or second. It's honestly insane. So if the Florida Panthers do continue to lose, if they keep losing more and more, they do have one of the hardest schedules in the league, just like the Habs. So we're going to hope that they lose. We're going to hope that we lose. And we're going to hope by March, the trade deadline, both teams are sellers. We already know that we are going to be sellers. So we're probably going to lose some pieces and hopefully going to help us lose even more. But if the Florida Panthers are sellers, that is an absolute game changer. I would be so happy if that actually happens. They're still in reach of the playoffs, don't get me wrong. There's half the season left. But in a month and a half from now, if they're still 10 points out of a playoff spot, we really have to consider them selling. And this could change the Montreal franchise for the next decade. Some of you guys know how important this is, but a lot of you guys still don't understand what this means for us. So just to wrap up, this is a rumor, but if the Florida Panthers continue to lose and they end up selling pieces at the trade deadline, then they're probably going to end up losing more and more, dropping further into the standings. And since we're lucky enough to be holding their first round pick, things just keep getting better and better for us. Anyways, guys, that is going to be all for today's short little video. Let me know down in the comments if you think the Florida Panthers will start to bounce back or if they'll continue to fall down. I'm really hoping they continue to fall. But yeah, let me know down in the comments. And with that being said, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Take care.